Just we are going to see about how to do the program for running a car in a forward direction move and backward direction move and right and left move. So here we are going to design with Tinkercad. This is the one of the Arduino simulator. Here what we are going to do, just we are going to design. We'll take one breadboard and one capacitor and here one on-off switch and L293D that IC. This is only for we are using. This is a H-bridge IC, which will be doing either the forward direction and the backward direction for rotation of the motor. For this purpose, we are using this IC, and this is Arduino board. This Arduino board circuit diagram, which will this 11 will be giving the positive output, and 13 and 7 and 8 these will be give one of the positional signal output. This will be connected to one motor, and this is also will be connected to another motor, and this is the ground and the VCC, that means positive and negative voltage. This we have connected into the this breadboard in the positive and negative. This is only for giving the power supply. So we have connected these lines to the breadboard. From the 9-volt battery we are passing the power supply to this IC. From this IC, which will supply the power to the these two motors, either forward and backward direction or right or left directions. So we can use this motor rotation as a forward or a backward direction, either otherwise for the right rotation or the left rotation purpose. So here I would like to explain some of the program. So here what we have to do, this is the exact program what we are running for the forward or backward, either right or left rotation of the motor. So here the constant variable we are declaring. This is the Arduino C program. Constant variable integer motor 1 pin forward. This is we are going to connect with the Arduino board third pin, and right wise constant integer motor 1 pin backward is fifth connection, and integer motor 2 pin is forward 10 and motor 2 pin backward is 11. So whenever we are getting the signal from the 11, the second motor will rotate in the backward direction. Whenever you have connected in the pin in the signal from the 10th pin, the second motor will rotate in the forward directions. Likewise, whenever you are getting the signal from the third pin, the first motor will rotate in the forward direction, and the same whenever you are getting the signal from the fifth pin, the first motor will be rotating in the backward direction. These are all the declaration part. And also here enable pin motor 1 and enable pin motor 2. So that means enable pin motor 7, the seventh signal when you are getting the H bridge enable to the pin for the first motor, and the second motor the H bridge enable for the eighth signal whenever you are getting. So these are all the constant we have to declare in the program. From this constant we have to do the programs, and here we are going to give the some of the setups. Here pin mode motor 1 pin forward. So whenever you are getting the pin mode signal, motor 1 pin will be getting forward, and then motor mode pin backward, the backward signal is getting enabled, the motor will rotate in the backward directions. So these are all the setups we have to give for the program, and these are all the loop, either go backward delay and go left delay and go right delay and go forward. So if the motor is rotating in the right side, either car will go forward, otherwise it will turn to the right. If the motor will rotate in the backward, it will go to the left side or backwards. So in turn motor off means we are setting the delay up to 3000. That means 3000 milliseconds. That means 3 seconds the motor will be getting switch off. Afterwards it will go to the active state. And void go forward, So forward directions, when we want to move the car, so we need to check the motor and turn off the motors are off. And analog right, motor 1 pin backward is equal to 0, that means backward is getting off, and pin motor 2 pin backward also getting off. And motor 1 analog right, motor 1 and pin forward, if the value, the maximum speed is 0 to 255, that means 1 to 255. If you are giving the value as 255, the forward direction motor will run to the forward directions. Likewise, we have to give the slow, means we have to mention the off speed. That means we need to analog right, motor 1 backward 0, likewise motor 2 backward 0, and then we need to set the value analog right, motor 1 pin forward is 100, and likewise motor 2 pin forward is 100, means the motor will rotate in the slow speed. For example, full high speed up to 256. The slow speed means we can give either 128 or 100 below the half speed. That is the slow rotation of the motor. And wide backward direction also we have to set like this. Either if you want to rotate in the slow direction, I have to give the 100. If you want to rotate in the fast move, we have to apply the 255. And this is the program. When you are simulate this program, you can get like this output. So whenever you are on, so if you are enable the forward, and when you are giving the signal, which will be increase the signal to, which is right rotating and getting delay, and this is off condition, and now it's going to move the left rotations. So this we can do with the switch conditions or automatic also. So this is the exact output. This is motor 1 and this is motor 2, and these two are multimeters. So this we have connected how much voltage is going to the each and every motor, and which direction which is rotating. If it is minus, means which is showing the value of minus. If it is 0, means the motor is not at all rotating. If it's up to 8 volt, it's increasing because the battery volt is 9 volt, so that the multimeter value is showing the 8 volt, 8.5 volt. That means the motor is right rotation. So this is the program for rotating the wheel either right or left. Thank you.